What changed?
I mean, they made some plays at the end of the day. Just a few plays here or there that got them down the field. They converted a good play on a double move on our right side. Got down there in the goal line, scored a play. So, I mean, it just drove the ball. It wasn't anything, in particular. We had a 4th and 10 opportunity. There was another 3rd down opportunity that we had. I think the drive before that just kind of extended. They were able to stay on the field and put points on the board.
I realize no loss is fun, but where does this rank among the ones of your career?
I mean, going into the 4th quarter, you were up, big. You feel like you had control of the game, and to kind of just stall completely as a team is just disappointing. But, at the end of the day, you handle what you can control. Our effort is never something that we question. So it's just about detailing, small parts. It's just one play here, one play there that turn into, big deals. And the margin of error in this league is really tight, especially with good teams like the Panthers. And so we got to be able to finish that game.
Did they do anything differently?
They went to a quicker passing game. Just got the ball out of Cam's hand a little bit. We were able to complete some slants here or there, which didn't put them in any negative situations. So they were, on track when it came to the sticks. Able to convert on 3rd down and just stay on the field. Then they did get a couple of big plays here or there on a reverse, and then I can't remember the other ones, but just able to keep the drives going.
McCaffrey seems like, obviously he's a good player. He's tough to keep track of out of the backfield. How would they manage? How did they manage to get the ball to him in space?
Oh, really? The only play I really remember that was impactful was that on that last drive they got him out of the backfield on the 3rd and short, I believe.
Yeah.
And they just got him in a pick situation where they had, receivers in some traffic for the linebacker and man-to-man. That's just a tough play. Just good design by them.
How about on 4th down? What was your vantage point on that play and score?
I mean, it's 4th and 10. We're playing man coverage. I think Cam extended the play just a little bit. Torrey just worked to get open. It's tough to cover an NFL receiver for that long, but it's just a good play made by them.
Malcolm, what happened with Eric Reed? What was he yelling about? I mean, I know he wasn't even part of that coin flip, but he was yelling stuff at you.
Nothing. No.
Did you talk to him after the game? You didn't.
No, I didn't get a chance to. No.
Do you think it had anything to do with the views on the Players Coalition?
No, I don't know.
Malcolm, did you guys change what you were doing defensively once you got up big in that game?
I think throughout the game we made a few adjustments. We obviously moved to a lot more man-to-man just to kind of handle the quarterback scramble. But nothing. We didn't get any kind of like prevent or anything like that. If that's what you're alluding to, they just made a few plays.
Is this defense more the defense we saw in quarters, or is it the one we saw on the floor?
I think we are what we put on tape, and so you can be both obviously at the same time and not get what you want. So we love to continue what we were doing for 3 quarters into the 4th, but you can't just roll it out there and do that. You gotta win on every snap. Small plays here or there don't necessarily make a big difference when they happen, but as you add them up, they lead to extended drives, they lead to points. And in this case, a loss. So we'll be critical in the way we evaluate it, but I don't think at any point it changes who we think we are.
What was Jim's message, Schwartz, to defense after the game?
Jim doesn't talk to the defense after the game.
Doesn't, okay.
No.
What was yours then as one of the captains?
I mean, at the end of the day, we never focus on the result. We focus on the process. We evaluate early in the week, we prepare, and then we play. We don't have control over the outcome. We don't have control over how we play. Obviously, how we played didn't get the outcome that we want. We hope for, but it's not a time to sulk or have anything change. Your mind. We're still in a good spot with an opportunity next week to get the result that we want. So the focus goes back on the process, learning from these situations, getting better. And move forward.
Reed recently was critical of the Players Coalition, called it an NFL-funded subversion group. Curious what your reaction to that was.
No reaction.
Did you know that he was carrying animosity towards you prior to what unfolded?
I'm not talking about Air Raid.
Malcolm, can you speak to the frustration you guys must be feeling that you talk all the time about how you guys are beating yourselves? Is this another situation where maybe you feel that way too?
I mean, I think it comes down to Carolina made some plays at the end of the game. So I think it was less of us beating ourselves, not like we blew coverages or, offensively we turned the ball over, had, penalties that stalled out drives. They just made plays at the end, and we didn't make enough at the end. We're probably one third down stop on defense away from winning that game, and couldn't get it done. So hats off to them.
What did you think of the tackling overall? It didn't seem like there were anything egregious.
No, it's I think this is one of those games you look at the tape and you won't find much, to look at and say, oh, this is the reason. I thought guys, tackled well, played well, had effort to the ball. I think they just made some plays. Obviously, a string of them to kind of climb back in the game and ultimately win it.
So do you think it was more them than you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there are things we could have done to help ourselves. I mean, we'll look at, I think every guy will feel like, okay, this play I could have had this player there, but it wasn't like they were doing something that we couldn't handle or that we were blowing coverages or guys weren't playing hard. I think all of that was up to par. Just simply didn't make enough plays.